So let's go ahead and, well, what can we do here? We can add another key press function right now. Let's go ahead and do that. There's a few different ways that you can save images, okay? And I think the easiest way to do it is to just use the save frame function. However, let's go ahead and do something a little bit longer than that so that we work more with variables. We'll work with the integer variable and also with different ways for naming strings. Okay, you'll see what I mean by that. And then I'll show you a really easy way to just save a frame after that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to set up another key press function here, and we'll have it be for when we press S, then we will save an image. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we've left this if statement, but we're going to stay within this key pressed block. So I want to actually just create another if statement, okay? And we'll kind of do the same exact syntax exactly for this first part here. So if key pressed, not kind of, exactly. So key pressed, this time we're going to make it S, okay? And then open and close curly braces again. Okay, so now we have an if statement here. So you see what's happening here. We have our key pressed block, which is right here, okay? And then we have one if statement, open and closed, right here. And now we're creating another one right here, okay? So we don't have to create another key pressed function, but we just need to create another if statement, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if key is pressed, I'm going to type in print line here. Now, usually with processing, you use camel casing. With print line, you don't, okay? So it's just print ln, okay? And I'm going to open parentheses, quotation mark, type saving, close parentheses, or close quotation mark, close parentheses, semicolon. Okay, so you got that? In fact, we could actually test this right now. I'll show you what print line does. Even though we're not actually going to save anything, when S is pressed, print line will still run. Okay, let's try that. So okay, so here's my image, and I'm just going to hit S. See that? Saving. See that down there? Okay, that's all that happens. But it's nice to know that something's happening. So that print line will let you know that the function is being received. Okay, and we'll do a little bit more with that here in a minute. So, okay, so print line, easy enough. So let's have some other things happen when we press S. So what I want to do is I want to create a way to name the files that we're saving. Okay, I want to take a picture of the screen whenever I hit S, but I want that to be named a certain way. Okay, so I have some control, and in order to do that, I need to create a variable that will be a placeholder for the different images. Okay, and the reason why I need to do that is every time I hit save, if it saves an image and names it the same thing in the same location, what's going to happen? It's going to overwrite that file over and over and over and over. But what if I want to take 5 image screen captures, right? 5 or 6, 7, 8, and just have it keep going. I want each one to be named in its own way, okay? So in order to do that, we have to create a variable as a placeholder, okay? So let's go ahead and come up here and create a variable. I want to create an integer, meaning whole number, okay? Integer variable, and we'll just call it number. Okay, easy enough. That's all we have to do. Just like this data type here, p-images for images, this is a data type for whole numbers, integer. And I just called it number. I could have called it whatever I wanted. Now I can use that. So let's go ahead and try that, all right? So what I need to do is type in string right here. And string just means a string of characters, okay? For example, if you name a file, it's going to have a name. And that name is going to be made up of a bunch of characters, okay? Like A, B, C, D, or whatever. Or also numbers. And that's called a string, okay? So I need a string. And I can call that string whatever I want to, all right? And so let's go ahead and call that string S. Okay, now remember I could call it whatever I want, but I'm just calling it S for save. Actually, maybe we should call it saved. Okay, just to be a little bit clear about what we're doing here. Now, the string saved equals, now, see what we're doing right here? Look, it's the same thing as right here. Image, so p image is the data type. Here's the variable. The variable equals something. We're doing the same thing right there. Here's the data type. Okay, and the data type is called saved. And it equals something. So let's make it equal something. So I want it to equal, screen, just like for screen capture or something like that. I could call this whatever I want, okay? And so I want every single image that I save to be called screen something, okay? So how about screen 000, screen 001, okay? Screen 002, and so on. And then I also need the end of that name to be the type of file that it is. For example, .jpeg or .png. Okay, and in this case, we're going to save JPEG images. So string saved equals screen plus NF, which stands for number format. And now I have to set up my number format. And I'm going to go ahead and type in this variable right here, number. Okay, so screen is number, comma, 3. Okay, what is going on here? Now, the first part of the string I want to always be called screen. The second part I want to be a specific number, okay? And in this case, and this is why I'm using this NF here for number format, okay? Is because the first one here is going to be the variable, which is going to have a changing value. Every time I hit S, I want it to be a different number. And the next one here is how many digits, okay? In this case, it's going to be 3, okay? So right now it's going to be, and it defaults to 0. So it's going to be screen 000, okay? 3 is in 3 digits. And the next number will be, or the next file will be screen 001, screen 002, and so on, okay? If I change this to 2 values here, it'll just be 2 digits, so it'll be screen 00. Screen 001, screen 002, okay? So I want to make that 3 again. I don't really see myself saving 100 images on here, but you never know. Okay, so we're saying this string will consist of this string of characters plus a formatted number sequence of some kind. And then I need to do another plus here and close that out with a .jpeg. Yeah, I have to have that dot there. .jpeg, okay, and semicolon. All right, so every single time I hit S, it's going to save the sketch window, an image, and it's going to be called, the first one will be called screen 000.jpg, and then so on, okay? Now, we're almost ready to go here, okay? There's a couple of things that we're missing, though. First off, we created this thing called saved, okay? And now we actually... all we've done right now is give the value of saved this string right here. But we actually have to use it now. So I need to type in saved. Okay, I want to save my saved images. Okay, easy enough. One more thing that we're missing, though, and then we'll be ready to go here. Okay, actually, we'll go ahead and do a closing print line statement as well. But anyway, we've called this number, right? And what is number? Number right here is an integer. Let's go ahead and give the value of this 0 right now, okay? We can actually do that. So now number will equal 0, okay? So let's go ahead and try this. So number plus plus. That's all we have to do, okay? And of course, close it. So let's talk about this now. Plus plus means every single time this is executed, take the value of whatever number is, and then add one more to it. Okay? So what is number? Number equals 0. Okay? So number at first equals 0. But we want 3 placeholders, right? 3 digits in this, okay? So it's going to be screen. What's number? 0. How many places? 3. So screen 000.jpg. Then you do it again. It's going to take that 000 and add it one more to it. So the next time we hit save, it's going to be screen 001.jpg. And it's going to keep doing that. Okay? Now, there's a much easier way to do this. However, understanding how to assign value to variables and then change that value every time something's executed by using plus plus will come in really handy. So go ahead and give this a shot, okay? And really internalize what's happening here, all right? And just to close out our little print line thing that we were doing, let's go ahead and do another print line here and just have it say something like, oops, done saving. Okay. And let's see if we have any errors on this. So let's go ahead and run the sketch. Oh, nothing so far. Let's draw a picture. All right, so we drew a picture. And let's hit, now watch down here when I hit S. So it's going to say saving, done saving. So supposedly this has been saved. Okay, let's go ahead and hit B and clear our window and do a totally different animation on here now. Just a line down the center, something totally different than that figure 8 kind of thing I did. And let's hit S again. S. Saving, done saving. Okay, let's check this now. So we go up to Sketch, Show Sketch Folder, and look at that. We have two files here, okay? Screen 000, there we go, and Screen 001. Okay, now let's check this out now. So the string, this whole thing is the string, okay? This whole name right here, okay? And so we have screen, which is the same every time. Screen's the same every time, right? Oops, I think I just opened that in preview. Close that. Okay, now the next part here is the formatted number, and that is these three digits right here, 000. Okay, that is these three digits here, and the value of it starts out as number, which in the very beginning was 0. Okay, all right. And the next one here, 001, again, just because we added one more to it. All right, so let's go ahead and run the sketch again. Okay, and I'm going to just, draw something and then hit S a whole bunch of times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's go ahead and check our sketch window. All right, and we have 10 images here. Okay, now it wrote over those first ones. And so now we only have the 10 in here, 0 through 9, okay? Okay, so that's how you control how you name things. It's also how you use print line. And more importantly, it's how you use integer variables, assign value to them, and then change that value. All right? All right, so that's a really important concept to internalize. All right. So now let's go ahead and take a look at another way to save images.